I always love to see the first flowers of the year, even though these would even break through a layer of snow. Alright, species number 11 for my year list. Little Orf. It's already going again. Well, let's see. Species number 12 for the list. I'm not sure if this is a bream or a white bream. I think it is a white bream. The eye is pretty big, but it's hard to tell with tiny ones. Anyway, it's a new species. I'm gonna unhook him and release him. Very tiny Orf. Well, I told you they should be common here. This is the second time I catch it now. Tomorrow I'm gonna go to Scheveningen. I'm just gonna go for a relaxed session. I just want to try to catch some yearlist species, a Shanny, Tampat blenny, maybe a cod or a 5-beard rockling. And I'll just have some fun and see what comes up. I don't really care what I catch, it's just a fun session for me. There it is, the beer from Scheveningen. That is yearlist species number 13 for me, the Shanny. Quickly gonna throw him back. Another Shanny. Look at these teeth, huh? Maybe you've noticed that I'm using an old bearing instead of a sinker. Well, that's just because I get stuck a lot of times between those rocks, and losing a lot of sinkers doesn't only cost you a lot of money, but it's also bad for the environment. Lead is a pretty toxic heavy metal that's just less good than using a piece of iron or something. So you could use a nut or a bearing or just anything that has some weight to it, and it'll save you some money and you'll save the environment. You'll feel like some sort of superhero. Number 3. For my last attempt for the tadpole fish, when I finally got it, I bought 200 grams of ragworm up front, and I think I've used only 7 grams of ragworm. So I've salted the whole bunch that I had left, and that's the bait I'm using today. And this is also a very good way to save yourself a little money. Just wash the worms off, place them on a newspaper or something, just spread them out nicely, cover them with a layer of salt, and in 24 hours just take them out of the salt and cover them in the salt again for say an hour or 6, and then they're good to go for months and months out of the freezer. As you can see, I'm only fishing in one hole, It's just that this hole was giving me bites, and usually the Shanny and the Tompot Blenny are both in the same location. It's just that the Tompot Blennies weren't here today. I've caught them lots of times from this hole. I kept getting a lot of bites, but all the fish I've caught were Shannies. It was a really nice day. There was almost no wind. It was very sunny, and well, it was a little bit cold, but it was nice for a change to have the sun in your face and really feel the sun, you know, because it has been cold for the past few months, and I'm really hoping that that will be improved even more in the next few weeks. So I can also start targeting the Mariana whitefish, Corejones marianus. That species would be new for me, and I really want that. Last year I've tried, say, I think 4 times for it on 3 different locations, and in all those tries I only caught 2 bream. So those days weren't too good, and I'm really excited for it to become like March or April. That would be the perfect timing to get a whitefish. So it was pretty crowded on the pier, and I didn't have many options to fish. There was only this one bigger hole that nobody was fishing. Well, nobody's actually fishing inside the holes. Everybody is using surf rods and casting far out for flatfish. And seeing everybody catch fish made me feel a bit sorry for not taking my surf rod. My shoulder was painful in the morning, and I decided not to take it because I didn't want to cast with it. I could have caught a dab, a flounder, whiting, pouting. The guy that is in the background over there actually caught a cod that was over 40 centimeters. I feel like I really missed out on the yearlist species.
Bu ne? Aha. Niet goed?
Nee. Nee, niet om op te eten. So this is Shanny number 40 or something, and I'm not getting any other species. I'm gonna release this one, cast the rod out one more time, and then I'm gonna pack up my stuff and go, because I don't need any more Shannys like this. Try to find another spot which maybe holds some different species. So I found another spot pretty quickly, and I tried ledgering a little further out, maybe to get a flatfish or a whiting, but it was very quiet there. So I'm still here. It's getting dark. Can barely see my rod. You can't see it at all. And I didn't catch anything more than all the Shannys.